Hello everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 7, Worst Case Scenario. Okay, yeah. Worst case scenario. Last episode was the, big drop one. We had Penny committing atrocities. Not really, it's fake news. I didn't catch it last episode because I kind of replayed the bit. I didn't replay it in full. What it was Watts was framing, like he was doctoring the footage live, and he was like taking footage, kind of a bit bullshit really. And it's like, I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of stuff that could easily be poked through it. So I hope that it's not actually believed, straight up. Also, Penny hiccups when she lies, so surely they'll just know if she's lying or not. Either way, that was the big thing, yeah. And we had Renora kiss, which was pretty good. I don't think much else. Well, we were kind of split up. We had some nice parents, we had like RWBY, Ren and Nora, and Penny, Jean, Weiss and Oscar, and Blake and Yang. But yeah, 18 minutes. Let's hope that, let's hope that things don't go badly. They're going to go badly. It's called worst case scenario, so let's go. Truly are in the darkest timeline. It's probably me speaking way too soon. Shit's going to go way worse. It's really hot in my room right now. I left the radiator on for like an hour by accident, and I've come back up here. It's like an oven. Oh yeah, Sheep. I don't think Sheep Girl died, did she? Is it Fiona? Yeah, I don't think she died. I think she was mortally wounded though. And I said last episode, obviously, I'm pretty sure Robin knows, like she must do, that it wasn't Penny. Oh, excuse me, Jesus Christ. I think we've seen most of the stuff from the intro now, haven't we? Aside from the bit with Crow and Robin fighting together. I think that's most of it. Well, that's creepy. Well, they got her in quarantine or something. Is that like Pietro, I think?
Citizens of Mantle, following the most recent grim attack, a temporary prohibition of assembly is now in effect. There are to be no public gatherings of any kind. Please conduct your business and return to your homes before curfew. This is for your own safety.
Hey! Stop right there! Stop running! Wait!
No military officials have gone on record to say the footage was doctored. Many citizens are still insisting that the Protector of Mantle be deactivated.
Well, that was Lamb Girl, I think.
Civilian, you are obstructing an Atlas military operation. Please step aside.
Everything all right over here?
Oh, is this the girl that can make stuff invisible? Yeah. That's how she was getting those people invisible last time, then I imagine. Was it her? Must be. Oh no, maybe it's her that's doing invisibility. Okay, so they've both got similar sort of things.
More people are dead. Penny's been framed. And somehow, Jacques Schnee is sitting on the council.
That's the second shipment for Amity that was hit today. It seems election night was the last push Robin needed to go from hometown hero to full-on vigilante.
I'm afraid the problem is more complicated than that.
It seems Robin has emboldened our suppliers in Mantle. They're refusing to sell us provisions until the city is adequately repaired. With Robin redistributing the goods her team has stolen, the Amity project is completely stalled.
But we're so close. There has to be some way we can finish the tower.
There is. Declaring martial law.
You're not actually considering that, are you?
What's more important? Establishing communication to unite the world? Or appeasing a few city blocks?
Don't make it sound trivial when you know it isn't. You keep talking about how we just need a little more time, but you're not the one having to struggle.
We have all had to make sacrifices for the greater good. Mantle has had to bear a lot of the burden, yes, but...
They're bearing all of it! The longer this waiting game goes on, the harder each day gets for people down there. And now you want to send in more soldiers? You can't force people to fall in line. If you do that,
like
you'll
Nora
just be
stepping
trading
up.
all of these problems for the Grim.
Sounds like a bitchy teenager, but it's nice to see her coming forward.
Please, General Ironwood. Squeezing Mantle this way, that kind of division plays right into Salem's hands. That's why Tyrion is here framing you.
Right. The reason we called you here in the first place. You're sure this was the man you saw?
Tyrion Callows was accused of murders all across Anima. A homicidal maniac who escaped justice when his prison transport was attacked by Grimm. After that, he was never seen again.
Well, he works for Salem, and he's here.
If we ever had any doubts Atlas was Salem's next target, I think those are officially out the window.
But now we have a suspect. We can tell the people.
That a long-lost serial killer is loose in Mantle and the military has
Let this
no
camera
idea
work.
where he is. Might make things worse before they get better.
I am so sick of secrets. If we just told everyone about Amity, about Salem.
We can't! If we talk about Amity now, we risk Salem's forces, who we know are here, working to sabotage it. If we tell them about Salem now, we risk falling to the Grim before we can reunite Remnant. We have to finish the tower. I want Robin Hill in custody. We can offer her a deal if she gets Mantle to cooperate.
We'll figure it out.
Anyone not assisting with Robin needs to focus on Tyrion. I want to know who he's working with, where he's hiding, what he's planning, and how exactly that video of Penny got all over my kingdom. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ren's ready. Nora's not happy with that.
Looks like we're approaching
it's fucked,
51st.
but
Thanks again for the assist on this, you two.
you're huntsman now. You gotta, take your orders.
We need to be ready to act as one in case Robin's team takes the bait. If your truck is hit, pursue immediately. Everyone else will move in as fast as possible. Going radio silent. Over.
Do you think we should have told Ironwood about Salem before he put so much on the line for Amity?
Sounds like you do.
I trust RWBY, but I think he deserves to know what he's stepping into. We all did. You don't agree?
Look around. The embargo, the military presence, the restrictions on assembly. He's a bit prone to overreacting.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Still, he didn't have a lot of good options.
I'm not sure there are many good options left for any of us anymore. Keeping secrets, taking lives, it makes you wonder how far we're going to have to go to keep doing the right thing.
Blake, we did what we had to do.
Oh, they're talking about, yeah.
I know, but next time, I want to make sure we don't have to. And I can tell you, ambushing a huntress who's just trying to help isn't an option I'm thrilled about choosing.
Then maybe we shouldn't.
Yang's gonna tell her.
How is she doing?
She's confused, scared. We'll have her recorded visual data shortly. That should prove her innocence, but The damage has already been done. The things people are saying about her. If Penny hadn't been there, Robin would be.
Do you remember when Maria was in this
Robin
show?
was their target. Salem's goal has always been to divide us. I think Penny was exactly where they wanted her. Just like at the Vital Festival.
And just like back then, someone is using our own technology against us. This doctored footage of Penny came from her work all around Manor. Stolen straight from our surveillance network.
Ugh, hacking. Technology. Why can't people just do what they used to and fight to the death? A lot simpler if you ask me.
Well, if we're dealing with the same enemy from Beacon, hacking into Manor's system would be simple. Fortunately, the rest of Atlas is running on an upgraded network.
And how would someone get access to that network?
Well, only a few people have clearance. Ironwood, the Council, our cybersecurity and surveillance leads, and maybe a select
Council?
few who oversee critical systems like sewage or the heating grid.
The heating grid run in partnership with the Schneedas company. What are you thinking? I don't know yet, but something
Yeah,
isn't
you
right.
do. Yeah, you do. You know.
Understatement of the century.
And how are you doing?
If Maria hadn't offered to help me these past weeks, I'd have likely collapsed by now. Getting a communications tower into the sky seems impossible on its own, but now, to think of what people want to do to my girl.
Even if the worst does happen, you can always reactivate her again. So maybe try not to worry so much.
There's a reason why Penny is the only one of her kind.
Is there a real Penny daughter?
When the General first challenged us to find the next breakthrough in defense technology, most of my colleagues pursued more obvious choices. I was one of the few who believed in looking inward for inspiration.
You wanted a protector with a soul.
I did. And when General Ironwood saw her, he did too. Much to my surprise, the Penny Project was chosen over all the other proposals.
Why would you be surprised? You created an artificial aura.
Not quite.
Yeah, it's the same. Oh, is it his aura?
You gave her part of yours?
Yes. And each time I rebuild Penny, it takes a little more. If the people get their wish and she's destroyed, I won't be able to...
Oh, coughing's
We'll
contagious.
find whoever's responsible.
Yeah, I bet we go. I bet he's right
promise.
there. To be fair though, I mean, Pietro should just give all his aura.
Scramble! No, wait! Split up and regroup at the hideout!
Yeah, I mean, they could have done that a little bit slicker, surely. We're not here to kill you.
Please stop! We just want to...
Nice. Pretty good.
If Ironwood wants me, he'll have to send more than a couple of kids.
He is. Stopping the trucks alerted the ASOPs. We don't have long before they arrive, so please listen to us. You need to know the truth.
You're stalling.
Amity Coliseum, all of these supplies, they're for a new communications tower.
That doesn't make any sense.
A new tower means the kingdoms can
I know
finally...
what the tower means, fisticuffs. One of you take my hand.
What?
You said time is short.
Oh, could you
Either
mind
take
read
it
or some
I'm
shit?
gone.
Oh, that's cheating, Blake. Lewd.
Tell me again. What is Ironwood building out
Oh,
in
it's
the
like
tunnel?
truth or lie.
A new communications tower. He's trying to help everyone.
That's pretty cool. Lie
You're
detector.
telling the truth.
Handy semblance.
Why keep that a secret?
Because he doesn't know who he can trust. Atlas isn't out to get anybody. The people murdering civilians in Mantle are just trying to make it look that way. And if those same people learned about Amity, they'd do everything in their power to destroy it.
So who are they? Who's actually behind this?
Yang, Blake, where are you?
We can't tell you that part yet.
Bullshit.
Look, we are trusting you, so trust us when we say that Amity Tower needs to stay a secret until it's done. We just need a little more time.
Run! We'll throw them off!
I won't stop until I know the whole truth.
It's right behind that door.
The staff
Oh,
of
it's the
creation.
relic. Oh.
I hoped bringing you down here might jog some memories. After all, it was your idea to use the staff to lift Atlas off the ground.
I thought gravity dust kept Atlas afloat.
That's the public story. But with the staff, we have a constant, seemingly limitless energy source.
Can't wait for that to go wrong
Oswald's
when somebody
speculated
steals the
to take us as
staff.
high as we wanted. To tell you the truth, that served as the inspiration for the Amity project. Get a communication tower up in the sky, higher than the Grim can survive.
Use the fucking staff to get it in
Never
the
lose
sky. Then.
contact with each other again.
But you're not using the staff to raise Amity.
The staff can only be used for one purpose at a time. We're going to have to do Amity the old-fashioned way, dust and all.
With a crush Mantle with Atlas. Look at the
Knowing
vault of glass.
part
Look at
of
it.
me helps come up with all this.
You'll get used to it, I'm sure. Eventually, you don't even know who's who anymore.
That's not a good thing, really.
We did know we see eye to eye, but I wish I could ask Ospen what he thought of all this.
Well, I can tell you what I think. The path you're heading down, where you're the only one with the answers, where you do the thing you think is right no matter the cost, it's not going to take you anywhere good.
Yeah.
We have to stop Salem. Nothing matters more.
Some things matter more, I think. Keeping our humanity. It's what makes us different from her.
Sometimes I worry that's her greatest advantage.
Yeah.
Without humanity, does she still feel fear? Does she ever hesitate? When Salem hit Beacon, even with all my ships, all of my soldiers, I was no match for her. I've never felt so helpless. The way she told me she was there.
That little red thing. Chef, queen, whatever.
It's okay to be afraid. You just can't let that fear control you.
I am not going to end up like Lionheart. Do you believe in me?
I do believe in you. But not only you. I think the best thing you could do is sit down and talk with the people you're most afraid to.
Now you are starting to sound like him. Winter. What is it?
What's going on?
It looks like you're getting your wish.
My father's first act. We've all been invited to dinner, where the general will be defending his seat on the council.
It's gonna be a pretty cool battle of a wits, of verbal thing. What? That's weird how they do the little gifs, not gifs, little scale things. Alrighty, that was a good episode actually. I really enjoyed that. There was a lot of, I mean, there was a bit of fight in there, and it was fine, the fight, but it was a lot of more character focused stuff, you know, kind of everyone dealing with their own problems, and we got a little bit of focus on everyone. You know, we had Nora at the beginning there, kind of going off on one, and it kind of leads me to believe that, you know, I'm not quite sure what the thing is, you know, and yeah, like I said, it leads me to believe that there's something more going on with her in terms of this that maybe we don't know yet, because it seems like she's not shown that level of investment. Maybe she's just traumatized by what she's just seen, which is understandable, you know, loads of people getting slaughtered, but yeah, that bit did seem a little bit overboard, and with her voice, I never really liked Nora's voice, especially how it is now compared to how it used to be. She just sounds like so like whiny. It didn't really do any justice. But then Ruby stepped in, and I liked that, you know, Ren said, like, you know, I'm in. Or no, what did he say? Yes, sir. You know, he's like on board with Ironwood, which is like, that's where he's been going. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. I'm not necessarily sure if it's the right thing for him to be doing, but it's nice that he's doing something. You know, he's not just completely out of it. You know, he's invested more than a lot of them are, but probably too much. You know, it's a similar thing. I've said it before to how like Blake was in Volume 2 or whatever. He's just so focused on this thing that he's going to wind up going the same path. We got some Ironwood, we got some Oscar. We finally got the you know, Blake and Yang talking about Adam. I think that was a really good scene where it's kind of like they don't want to have to do that. And you know, it's nice how they set up as Yang being the one who is fed up with, you know, the lies and stuff. So they're the ones to tell Robin, you know, that the way they set that up, and then played it out, because it makes sense for them to go against kind of the plan. And really, telling Robin makes sense, I think, even though they can't trust her. They know that she's not bad necessarily. You know, it's not like she's. I'm sure they'd be reluctant to tell Jock. Whereas I feel like telling her, I think they should have just told her the whole truth there. I suppose they don't want to tell her the whole truth. You know, it's bad enough them telling about the tower, but them telling her everything, and then Ironwood would probably be pissed. You know, so maybe they're trying to cover their bases a little bit. But I feel like that's going to kind of weigh on her, and she'll come down to believing it. I mean, she knows that that's the truth, you know. Kind of a good thing that her power is a truth or lie. Surely she can just ask, you know. Surely she knows if Penny did it then, you know. Or she can figure it out at some point. You know, there's not going to be any like, oh, did she, don't she? It didn't seem like Penny being framed is a real big consequence for Penny, necessarily. It's just, you know, it's a big deal for now until they get her data or whatever off her. Yeah, Pietro. I thought it was going to be like something of like, oh, he had an actual daughter, and then, you know, she was like, her body was destroyed or something, you know, and he like took her aura and put it in a robot. But it's kind of like he's like split his own aura, which is a bit interesting, really, because does that account for her personality, or is that programmed? You know, how does it work? And does that mean that her aura, like both of their auras, are weaker, or what? So I don't really know, because surely if his aura gets weaker every time he does it, and he's done it at least twice now, you know, possibly more times, we don't know, then surely that both of theirs are getting considerably weaker. But yeah, no, I did enjoy this episode. I'm thinking, where are we going to go next? You know, I definitely think the prediction of like the staff. I don't know how's the staff lifting it. You know, like isn't it the staff of creation? I think the whole gravity dust thing would be cooler because it's like, I don't know. When they take that staff out, Atlas is going to come crashing down on Mantle, and then they're going to lift the Amity Tower with it. So like Mantle's going to be literally destroyed. That's my prediction. But yeah. Other than that, I don't have much more to say. I hope you've enjoyed my reaction to it. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment. I've been Eproth, and I'll see you in the next video.